Hello and welcome to a Thursday edition of Fast Horses Today for April 4th. As our first broadcast of the month of April. We're going to go with a pick 5 at Oaklawn Park, starting in the 5th race at Oaklawn. The 5th race, it's a tough race here to narrow down. It's a lower level maiden claimer, 12.5, 6 furlongs. I've got 4 horses here that I want to try to start this off with. I'm going to go with the 1 Kokomo Starlet. Kokomo Starlet shows speed, but just doesn't finish. But, maybe it might be dangerous today. Kokomo Starlet might have found her friend. So we've got the 1 Kokomo Starlet, the 2 Predicting. The Predicting has run a couple good races, but, low percentage barn, low percentage connection. So it's not like you could single this horse or make a win bet, but put him in to get this pick 5 started. Also comes in very light with the 7-pound Apprentice, Barbosa. That could be an advantage. And then we've got the 6, Chuck Will's Widow. This is a first starter, Archie-bred first starter. This trainer is just kind of okay with first starters, but maybe this horse might pop here as an offspring of Midnight Loot. This is a pretty slow race, so this horse you never know could pop here with a first starter. And then the 7, She's a Shenanigan. I'm also going to make a win bet on She's a Shenanigan, the 7. This horse has run twice at Oaklawn. I thought ran a decent race first out. Kind of had a little bit of a rough start, but just remained in contention and ran well. Then next time out, they put the horse 2 turns at 1 1/16, which was probably ambitious for a cheaper horse like this to go and do that first time out. So I think shortening back up to 6 furlongs should do this horse well. Ramon Vasquez takes over, which Vasquez has won a lot of races at Oaklawn, and I know he spent some time in California over the past couple years, so Vasquez certainly should be able to put a good ride on this horse. So I'm going to also make a win bet on She's a Shenanigan. Okay, let's move over to the 6th race. The 6th race is one of those nice allowance races they run there at Oaklawn, $140,000 purse. This is a 6 furlong race for fillies, 3-year-olds. I got a single here. I got a single in the 3, Tanya Showers. Tanya Showers has been running at Oaklawn. I thought, she knocked heads with a couple nice horses in her history. She broke her maiden at Oaklawn in a 6 furlong race. Ended up running in a couple stake races against some pretty good horses. And then last time out, they put her at 2 turns at 1 1/16, which, again, that was kind of ambitious, asking her to go 1 1/16, having never done that. So I thought she ran well, made a good account of herself. They're bringing her back down to 6 furlongs, with I think this really should help this horse because she's done much better sprinting. Here's the key. This horse has to break well and not too far back, because these 6 furlong races at Oaklawn, when these jocks take these horses way back, it's tough to close ground. So I'm sure Bejarano knows this and should break this horse close to the field, and she should finish up well. So this is my single in the 6th race, Tanya Showers. Let's move over to the 6th race, the 7th race. 7th race is an 8,000 claimer at 1 1/16, and boy, this is just a mishmash of horses. If you put them all, I don't blame you, but I'm not going to go that big on a ticket here at Oaklawn today. I've got 4 horses to try to advance this one in the 7th race. We've got the 1 who is Ego. This was part of an entry, but they scratched half the entry, so this horse is going by himself. Ego for Carl Broberg and Christian Torres. We've got the 2 horse who is Chisholm Trail. Chisholm Trail, I'm putting this horse in. This horse has been just kind of running okay races, but I like the inside post. Usually is an advantage there at 2 turns at Oaklawn. If the horse gets a decent trip, could finish up. Then we've got the 5, California Swing. California Swing is an old timer, and this horse is 10 years old, Malibu Moon gelding, and has run at so many different tracks and has won a lot of races, hit the board quite a few times. He's coming off a second off a layoff. He ran March 14th, ran an even race, and this horse should certainly give a good account of himself with these guys. There's not a whole lot of fast horses here. And then finally the 7, which is Absolute Courage. Now, this is a horse that we see these kind of things all the time at the track. Cortland Farms owns this horse. They've been trying desperately to get rid of this horse. They paid $800,000 for this 6-year-old out of Into Mischief, and this horse just hasn't made it as a race horse. 21 starts, 2 wins. They've run this horse cheap. He's gotten a win and run him cheap. He hasn't won, but again, this is a slow race, so maybe this horse has found his friends here. So I'm going to put him in. So I've got 1, 2, 5, 7. Pardon me. Let's move over to the 8th race. 8th race is another allowance race here at Oaklawn. A nice race, $141,000 allowance purse. And I've got a single here as well, and I'm going to make a win bet. I like the 4 horse, Into Disco. Now, Into Disco has run very well at Oaklawn. I caught this horse a couple times last year at some nice prices. He won for me with Martin Garcia. Garcia's not riding at Oaklawn this year, but this horse has run twice at Oaklawn. I thought ran some nice even efforts, and ran with some good horses. Ran with Free Like a Girl, which we saw Free Like a Girl win at Oaklawn, and we saw Free Like a Girl come back and win at Fairgrounds in a stake race. She's a multiple stakes winner, has earned over $1 million. I thought this horse ran an even race with Free Like a Girl. There's a couple horses in this race that are Indiana breds. Makes it interesting. A couple Indy breds come in here off a little bit of layoffs, and they're short prices in this field. The 1 horse is 5-2. And then the 5 horse Corningstone is another Indy bred, and he's the 8-5 favorite. So I'm going to try and beat both of these with Into Disco. Into Disco's 9-2 on the program, and I'm going to make a win bet on Into Disco, hoping that I can get this horse home and then move into the last race, which is really a crapshoot in my opinion. I've got 7 horses. I'm hoping that my singles come in, and I'm sitting on 7 horses to pay me off in the pick 5. This is a maiden claimer for Archiebreds, $20,000 race, 1 1/16 miles. So it's just like, who could run this? I don't know. I've got 7 horses here. I've got 2 Ardent Air. I've got the 3 Melania T. I've got the 5 Hulu. I've got the 6 Adamantly. I've got the 7 Blue Ember. Blue Ember is the program favorite at 8-5, but I just don't know that this horse is good enough to single. If you wanted to narrow down, you could put him with a couple others. I got the 9 Sophie's Star, and then the 11 Dr. Wood's Miracle. So let's recap here at Oaklawn. Pick 5, starting in the 5th race. We've got 1, 2, 6, 7. Then we got the 3 singled in the 6th race. In the 7th race, we've got 1, 2, 5, 7. And I also put up, 1, 2, 5, 7. Then we got the 8th race. I've got the 4 as a single. And then in the last race, I've got 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11. So this ticket is a $56 ticket. And I'm also going to make 3 win bets. In the 5th race, I'm betting the 7. In the 6th race, I'm betting the 3. And in the 8th race, I'm betting the 4. So let's get this week started at Oaklawn with some good luck. Most important, let's get some good trips, which results in good luck and good racing to you. Hit the subscribe button, and please make comments if you have them. I promise to respond. And good luck and good racing. Thank you.